If your paycheck sucks, it means you suck. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you're a bad father, bad mother. It's not personal. It just means you suck at selling. It's brutal to your ego and your pride, but until you accept that, you won't get all the rewards that are due to you. What I'm telling you is something a real friend would do. It may seem nicer just to tell you not to worry, that you don't have to do anything, and everything's going to work out fine, but that's not the reality. That's not going to help you. For your life to change, you have to change. It's the hardest thing for people to accept that the reason they're not making it is because of them. It's not that your prices are too high, the people don't want to buy, and that they always want to get 3 estimates or shop around before they buy anything. It's that you're not good enough yet to sell them. Understand that the same things that happen to you happen to everyone. So if other people are doing it and you're not, the reason is you. All the leads suck equally. The key is not what happens to you, since what happens to you happens to everyone, but what you do about it that counts. The reason most people don't make more money is 2 reasons. One, they keep doing the same things over and over and expect to get different results. And the second reason is they don't have a backup plan to replace the one that isn't working. Success is a trial and error process. You try things, and when they don't work, you try something else until you find out what works. You keep making adjustments based on the results. It sounds brutal, but that's what life is about. Everything that's easy now was hard at one point, and everyone who was first started out last. The way you look at things and your mindset will help you with this. There are 4 traits or mindsets all successful people have. Please listen to the end to hear all 4. The first mindset is that you have to take responsibility. If you want to get better and make more money, you have to accept responsibility that it's your fault you're making what you make and decide you're going to change it. Or in a nutshell, stop blaming anything but yourself for why your life is the way it is. Now the good part is that by taking responsibility that it's your fault your paycheck is low, it will give you more of a feeling of control than a victim that something happens to and you can't control or change it. That feeling of control is a big part of having a positive attitude. When you feel your life is in your control, your attitude will be a lot better. Now to me, your attitude is your vision of the future. Feel like a victim with no control and your vision of the future will probably be poor. Translation, bad attitude. Feel like you can control your results because it's your fault and that you're moving in the right direction by learning from your mistakes and getting better because of that, and your vision of the future will be good, and so will your attitude. This has a big impact on your attitude, which in turn will affect the second mindset you have to have, which is persistence. You have to have a persistence mindset to continue while you're failing and learning. Something that will help you with the persistence is that you have to make up your mind that you'll never quit until you succeed. Whatever happens as you learn, you have to become an unstoppable force until you win. You can't do this with the mindset that, well, let me do this for another month or so, and if it doesn't work out, then I'll find something new. If you have that mindset, you might as well quit right now because you'll never be successful at anything with that. You have to decide and commit that you're going to be successful no matter what, and that they'll have to drag you out in a box before you stop. Get a mindset like that, and nothing can stop you. I always like to say, it's not over until I win. The third mindset is how you look at failure. It's not personal, it only reflects your actions, not who you are. You're not failing, you're performing failing actions. It's also temporary, not permanent. It's a situation, not a condition. The best way to look at failure is that it's just feedback telling you you're doing it the wrong way. Now the key is that you figure out specifically what you're doing wrong and make the necessary adjustments. It's not enough to know that you're not selling, but you need the specific reason why. Is it your sit rate, your gross closing rate, your average contract price, or your net closing rate? You do this by breaking down and tracking your numbers so you know what you have to adjust. Then work on those specific skill sets to get better. In a nutshell, you have to figure out a plan to get better and be very specific about where and how you're going to do that. The essence of all this is by doing this, you're practicing self-improvement, and when you get better, the job will get easier. Now, the fourth mindset is how you handle adversity. Unfortunately, there's no magic bullet for this. You have to be strong and stop whining at everything that happens to you. Nobody wants to help you if you're being a baby. Sorry, that's just the way it is. As a manager, who would I want to help and put more effort into? The person who says, well, it's not my fault nobody's buying. It's because I'm getting the bad leads. And I need to go home and try to relax. This is just too hard. Or the person who says, look, I know I'm not getting it yet, but I know I can do this and will work hard until I do. Just show me how and I'll follow your lead. I will be your top salesperson. One key trait I see in all people who are successful is they have the ability to handle adversity. There's no crying in direct sales. If you want to dig deeper into this topic, watch the video above on why failure is important, or the video on the sales success formula listed above. Happy selling.